Okay, so I have a couple of panels for my tunnel book. Of course, you're supposed to have more than I do here, but mine is just an example. So right now I have 4. I believe you're supposed to have 8. Gotta get rid of this little flap right here. I was thinking about folding it over and doing something with it, but anyway. And so, in your maquette, you don't have to go to all of this design work. Really, think about the space that you're going to create. There's going to be negative space for every single frame. Think about what that space is going to be, things that you're going to add, to the outside, or what the frame will look like, and how that space penetrates through to the back panel, or that's technically your last frame. And so I have taken apart a tunnel book that I had put together previously. I wasn't happy with the way that it turned out. It was very compressed, and so you really couldn't open it very far. So I really want to be able to open it up. What I have here is a contour of a vessel that I used to make out of clay, out of ceramics. And I'm kind of utilizing different colors and textures to accentuate things that happen in the kiln, glaze melting. I used to do a lot of line work, and sometimes that just gets totally obliterated in the kiln. And that's going to be represented by these guys, which are going to be part of the paste down over here. And I have my cover. Now, all of these things are going to be different. These are, depending on what your focus is, you might have a cover that comes together. You might have a cover that's just in the back and maybe one in the front, and nothing that joins them on the side. So mine has hinges that I built in. And so I did your standard covering of the board here. And then to reinforce my hinges, instead of using board in the middle, I simply made enough space, for my book when it's pressed down, and used another piece of book cloth right here to simply reinforce that. So what I'm going to do right now is kind of play around with the depth. And so for your maquettes, this can just be done kind of with straight paper. You don't really have to get too far into the details, but I am going to, show you just kind of basic construction, accordion fold considerations, etc.